everybody. Alright, so I got a couple things I want to do today. It's a little rainy out, so kind of stuck in the garage. I have all my grills for the Cervini. I have this nice billet grill here. The ones inside the shaker out for painting. I'm going to have those done up in a nice dark burnt orange color. So while I have that all apart, I have a couple things I want to address with the stock Cervinis Airbox. First thing I want to address is I want to get the the Hellcat air intake mod going on that. I picked this up. This is the one for the stock shaker, and this is available on stevewhiteparts.com. By the way, awesome news, I just spoke to Steve White Parts. They're offering a discount to WorkPlayDrive subscribers. So on checkout, just enter WorkPlayDrive in the discount area and you're going to get a pretty decent discount off their already good prices. This is an affiliate deal. I don't make any money off of this. It's just that I buy from Steve White Parts all the time and I send people there. So it was only a matter of time before I just hit them up and said, hey, can you give my guys a discount? And they were very happy to agree to it. So that was pretty awesome. So anyway, pick this up at Steve White Parts. I will put a link in the description below. And what we're going to do is, I'll go through the whole process, but we're going to go ahead and cut a hole. We're going to fit this in. It comes with the push pins here. We're going to get that all mounted up so we have a nice flow into the airbox. Also want to deal with this filter. So this is a Cervinis filter. This one is an exact replica of a K&N filter. I think it's the 808 or 801. I'm going to go over cleaning this in a different video, but I want to replace this with a nice black filter because we have black and orange is the theme in the engine here, and this red just doesn't go. So we're going to ditch this filter. We're going to put in a different one. I picked up a Spectre filter. They're about 40 or 50 bucks depending on where you buy them. I got them from Amazon, and if you guys have a Cervinis kit, I just want to give you a couple heads up. The filter that I picked out fits. It fits width, it fits depth into here. The only thing it doesn't fit is it's a little wider in this area, so I'm going to have to shave some of this off. So I'm going to shave this down a little bit while we're cutting the hole in here. And again, I'll put a link in the description below. I'll put a link to my Amazon affiliate because that's cheaper, and every purchase you make on the Amazon affiliate gives WorkPlayDrive a couple bucks to keep buying mods. Alright, so we're going to pop this airbox out. I'm going to get you guys in a little bit closer to show you how I mark off these holes, and let's get this thing going. Might be in my way, so if I bang the camera a little bit, just excuse that. Alright, so we've got messy area going on here. Let's hope this fits because we got the Hellcat headlight hole here and the airbox over here. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Let's get that shoved in there. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work out. Well, let me pop this off. Alright, I brought you guys up higher so I can get my head down in there, but this looks like it's actually going to work. And the pipe just routes just right into this direction, and it'll be funneling the air in, and it also has that back wall so all the moisture and water will hit that as opposed to spraying directly into the airbox. So I think we've got a good thing. So what I got to do here now is just, I got to line up my my lines, my holes, and then I guess draw them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a short driver here to score out the lines of the rubber. Get a basic idea of where the corners are. I know you're probably enjoying staring at the top of my head, so I'm going to fast forward through all this fun stuff. Knock this out. That was actually perfect. And the funny part is, this is actually curved right here. So it kind of wraps around the side of the box, just like it appears to have been designed to do. Now, I only really need to worry about this small hole, but what I want to do is I want to get both of these in there. So I'm going to score this out. just going to cut this square right here and we'll fit it in. I'm going to switch over to a hat cam, and then what we'll do is I'll use my cutting tool and we'll go from there. Quick because it's starting to rain, but if you guys don't have a oscillating tool like this one, it makes very quick and precise work of cuts like this, and we're going to run through it real quick before the rain starts to happen. But basically using a wood blade on this rotary tool, and let's get through it. Go. It actually looks as if it was designed for this, but it really wasn't. This was designed for the stock shaker intake. Alright, cool. That's one down. One other thing I want to do is I want to make some more room over here. So I need to get this down a little lower. Okay, now we're going to cut this so we can get down one more, and that's going to basically open it up, but the rubber will seal up against it. So we cut that open here to fit the new air filter. The air filter just needs to sit a little bit lower down so we can put the grill back on top. We cut our hole, and we just need to drill out our holes and put in our rivets, and we should probably just wash this whole setup real quick. That's perfect. Alright, dry that off. Dried off the airbox. I want to talk about a couple of things. I sanded this one down because I wanted it to sit a little bit lower in here. From what I'm finding is there's a lot of pressure on here from the seal. I'll show you in a bit. That's up top here. So the Cervinis kit seals completely around here, so you're not sucking in hot engine air. And what it's doing is it's sealing so tight that I'm seeing indentations of the grill in the seal, and I think it's also pushing up on my hood a tiny bit. We're talking about like maybe less than 1/16 of an inch rise. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to sink this down a teeny bit further, so I took that 1/16 of an inch off down here so I could push this down further. I cut this area out. Let's check out the filter and the fitment of the new Spectre filter. So this is the stock Cervinis filter. The Spectre is a little bit more cylindrical, so it's a little bit wider at this end. But the cool thing about the Spectre filter is, drum roll please, is the Spectre filter is beautiful. It's black, it's got the nice Spectre logo, and luckily with my orientation of it, that kind of sticks out. The way the Cervinis filter fits in is it shoves in through. It's instead of mounting on the inner diameter of the filter, it mounts on the outside. So I just got to get this shoved in here. I want to see how cleanly this fits, so just give me 1 second. Okay, that goes in real nice. There we go. That's a nice seal. And let's see if our cut gets it down below the line. Oh, that is perfect. Look at that, right there. Perfection. Let's see if you guys can see that. So my cutout here brings it down, jams the filter in place. So you can see the filter is being held in by the Cervinis box, so it doesn't go right to left. There's your inner seal. Perfect inner seal. You have a good, maybe a little less than ½ an inch of filter rubber sitting inside, and there it is. So now when I put the grill on, previously this filter sat all the way up here. Give me 1 sec. There you go. Previously the filter sat up here and the grill would touch it. So by cutting that additional space out, now I got that filter down nice and low. It looks really good in this box. This black filter is gorgeous. Alright, now we've got that all put together. Alright, I just got to do a little bit more drilling to make my holes for the cold air intake, or the ram air intake from the we got the Cervinis ram air over here, and we've got the Hellcat ram air coming in from the headlight down there. So I'm going to get that all prepped up. We'll drill a couple holes and we'll be good to go. Now, I'm hoping you guys can see this on, let me dry this off. I thoroughly rinsed everything off because I didn't want any of that dust getting into the intake, into my nice fresh new Spectre filter. Again, this is the factory, what is it called? The Shaker Mopar cold air intake, available at Steve White Parts. That fits. So we got perfection here, and look at that. It's almost as if it was designed for this, because we got a beautiful rubber seal. The curve goes around the edge of the Cervinis box. It's going to be pinned down right here. So, and then inside, you see inside there with some light. There we go. At the inside, you have all the actual air is coming in through here. This is just a blank slot here. The actual air is coming in through here, and it's completely sealed all the way around by rubber. So we've got a really nice seal on this thing. All right, let me drill this thing in, and we'll call it a day. Alright, so now we're back at the part where we're going to insert this thing. We're going to use the included pins. Now they recommend, as per the instructions, a 1/4 inch hole. Let's get that in there. And pop that pin down. Oh, nice. Let's get this one in there. Pop that pin in. Alright, these ones on the curve should be a little bit more interesting. There we go. And this guy right here. There. Alright, so now we have our air intake set up. Right into the airbox. How's it going? And I'm going to slide this right into the headlight hole. Now, for those of you, I'll put a link in the description, or I'll put a link also in the cards, the upper right. In here, you just reach your hand in the headlight, and there's 3 little clips that surround the headlight intake. You just put your hand on those clips, squeeze the clips in, and push the headlight center out, and now you have the ram air intake. While you're down there, always a good idea to clean up the debris. And for those of you who do car shows, great opportunity to get down there and just wipe some stuff out. I don't feel like spray waxing it while I'm making a video, so that'll be good enough for now. Now, can we get this in there? Oh, look at that, perfect. Okay, have to deal with my head while I align this. Okay, so we're on the headlight. It's around there. You gotta line up a bunch of stuff now. It's a little bit more difficult than getting this in there. Alright, that's that. And last but not least, that little hole down there. There. Alright, we're in. So we have a nice seal around the headlight. We have air coming into the Cervinis Airbox. We have a cutout for our Spectre Filter. Same 8mm. Yes. Just have a little space. Ooh, almost lost that one. There we go. That's cool that you can just reach in and pull it in nice and tight. On the Cervinis there. Gotta be kidding me, bruh. There we go. That's nice and tight. Make sure this sinks down nice and deep. Put that stock bolt back in there. Don't lose that. I just pulled all the screws out that I lost over the last couple of months doing projects. There we go. So, we've officially installed the Mopar Shaker cold air intake on the Cervinis Airbox. I'll give you guys a fly through of the path. Alright, so we've got the Cervinis Airbox, we've got the Hellcat cold air intake. I don't think I can get this in there. But here is the airbox right here. So all in all, it was a pretty sweet install. Very simple, nothing too crazy today, which was awesome. The Spectre air filter, I'll put a link in the description. They got a website where you can actually, I'll put a link to the website so you can check out all their filters. They have red, black, and I think some grays. They got some, and blues. That's another great color that they've got. These filters are very similar. Like I said, there were some inconsistencies to the size of the K&N intake and the Cervinis intake that I had, but overall we made it work. It's going to be nice and flat now. We've got the nice Spectre logo facing the correct direction. When I pop on my nice orange or burnt orange billet grills that are out for painting, this is going to look awesome. So if this video helped you out in any way, don't forget to gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.